What up, YouTube? Today's September 20th, and I'm gonna do a little tool tour. I haven't did one in 2 years, and like maybe 2.5 years, but a lot has changed. I definitely switched things up. I worked at a couple shops. I'm mostly doing detailing work, but I wanted to do a little tool tour. So basically, I'll start with my roll cart. My top one's all my sockets, spark plugs. You know, we got all types. I got 1/4 inch, 3/8, 1/2 inch. I got my Milwaukee little impact. This is my favorite tool now. Is this thing is so cool. This is a Milwaukee drill, and it's just like has a bunch of interchangeable heads and stuff, and it's just super efficient. If you're like it's nice. I mean, it doesn't do high pressure stuff. Like you're not gonna. It's not as strong, but it does good work. It does good work. I love that tool. This is definitely a must-have on my toolbox. You know, ratchets. Yeah, I found this snap-on ratchet in a Wawa parking lot, which I was pretty happy. So I was able to upgrade from my gear wrench to that. But normally I'm rocking these. I currently just re-greased all my ratchets because I had to. They were starting to get sticky, and like just not really ratcheting is good. I got my tins just in case I ever need them. My super long stud tin. Use this thing on Audi bumpers and all types of other stuff. So that's pretty much my top. I got all my various screwdrivers here. Normally I put my pry bars, but I've been locking my toolbox because my dad keeps using my tools and leaving them all over. Like, I don't pay a lot of money for them. This is just a random drawer, random stuff. This is for aligning bike brake calipers. It's very useful. I got these. These are for my chrome polishing wheels for my drill. Well, my buffer. This is one of those heads for my little thing. This is another one. Just like super useful, to be honest. Yeah, I got all that random stuff. There's another one. The drill head somewhere's in here. This is basically like my respirators and extra stuff, and my wet sanding, and my new favorite headlamp. These LED headlamps are super cool. This I got off the Cornwell truck for like $30. Random tape and other stuff. Touch-up paint for my car. This one is just all random shit. Just random bits and a harmonica I found when I was working on a car. Just random stuff. So this one is actually where I keep all my wrenches and stuff. They're kind of all out of order. I've been working on a lot of small engines lately, just because it's a lot of people don't know how to work on them, and kind of using them. Stud tools, you're gonna need those if you're taking off certain car tires. It just helps everything to go. This is a bit set, which I use this this is also one of my favorite tools. If I'm doing like any type of mobile stuff, I take this out. But basically, you go online and you get the SunX little ratchet, and basically you got a whole set, pretty much everything you can need. This was $20, $22 off of Amazon. The problem with the cheap bid sets is if you don't like clean wetness and stuff, they rust so fast. It's like not even funny. This is just like my hammers and my vice grips, my pliers, various stuff, pry bars. I got my Bowie knife in there. These are snap ring pliers that I just got. I let someone use my other snap ring pliers. Never got them back. That's how it is anymore. why I don't let people use my stuff. Yeah, well, definitely if you're gonna have two types of hammers, you gotta have this one and the ball peen. Freaking beautiful. Got my brake tools in here, you know, just like all my stuff. I really haven't been working on cars necessarily as much as I usually do. I kind of just been just detailing them. And this I actually got out of a little trade, and I got my own a little solar panel. I let someone use my tools and they gave me that. But I keep like my Dremel and other stuff down here, my multimeter and my you know, I got my filter for my vacuum, my eraser wheel. These things are super good for removing adhesive. Got my respirator, got my finishing DA, fluid extractor, heat gun, my paint gun, some sockets, axle sockets or shallow sockets, as people call them. Kind of call them all types of things. But that's pretty much on my toolbox end. That's how that looks. But of course I have my floor jack. But this is my tool shelf where I keep all my tools, my chop saw, my sawzall. I got all my random gallon jugs and whatnot, like Silk Shine and Prep Ball, and I got brake fluid, degreaser, various detail stuff here, pump sprayers, and all types of little stuff just when I go do a mobile detail job. This is all my acquired compounds. Like, I've been trying all different compounds, find which ones I like and which ones I don't like. So far I've been using 3E, and I've just been using turtle wax, those wet and dry stuff, or more heavy stuff when I do a cut and polish, which I'm going to be working on my personal vehicle today. I did cut and polish this whole car except for the roof, and it's been a half season, but we acquired some more scratches over the season. So I'm going to spend time, and I'm gonna cut and polish this whole area and wet sand 2 scratches. Basically that's what I've been working on here. Got all my towels and stuff for when I'm detailing insides, wash mitts, this and that. This is just all my buffing pads and my buffers. I got a 6-inch, a 3-inch, and my big buffer, which I just started using that because the one shop I was at, they used the quick release buff pads, and I mean, these things, paying $140 out the door for the 3 pads, it's worth it. It makes life so much easier. I got you know, these are for the 6-inch. I got the 6-inch and the 3-inch. Basically, they're for removing contaminants off the paint before you buff. Yeah, so I got my Griot's Garage, both the 3 and the 6. I love these. They're really good. They're cheap, affordable, and great. And then I got my big DeWalt one, which basically the DeWalt one's what I've been using. I keep my Milwaukee underhood light right here. This is super crucial if you want to do good detail work. This thing, just like inside hoods, everything, it's great for that. I just love it, having that extra light. These are all various nuts, bolts, light bulbs, and stuff I kept over the years, and they all get right here. And believe it or not, I use them a lot. I keep my serpentine belt tool up top, tap kit, hole saw, You know, these are all for my hole saws. Soldering gun, butane torch, and this is one of those forget, it's from Capri, but it's basically one of those punches that you smack when you got a stuck bolt, and you punch it, and it acts as like, it helps you just get it out without stripping, which is great. I actually got this compressor for free with the hose for doing a good deed for someone. They were like, look, I got this in my basement, come take it. I always have the greaser in the pump. That's like number one for cleaning rims and tires. You always want to spray the greaser on the rims and tire. It just helps get a better job. My little Simpson pressure washer, I've been using this for 5 years. I did get a frame crack, but welded it back together. Thing's beautiful, works really good. These are all filled with sandpaper and just like polishing wheels and all types of stuff in these. And this one's filled with like all my extra tools, like my bike tools and random tools I don't use on the daily. Actually, if you wait a second, I will open them up for you. See, like going into here, just like a bunch of steel wool, snake, old tools I don't use anymore, shock tool I paid like $70 for, and I used it once. Master bleeding kit, you know, just random stuff I don't use on the daily. This is for bike chains and some master clip tool. You know, this is to check if your chain's worn. I got this bad boy that I never use. I'm actually gonna probably sell this. I just like using a standard light tool. Newton meter torque wrench. A bunch of random stuff, to be honest. This is a kickstand in my e-bike. I got a couple e-bikes. That's really where my money's been going. I keep my lockout kit and like a bunch of other random stuff in the trunk of my car. And then in the bottom is all my chrome polishing shit. I'll show you that real quick. Yeah, I got my M12 vacuum. These are my buffing wheels, you know, cut, color, and polish. Extra charger someone gifted me. My face mask. When you're sanding chrome and aluminum and all that stuff, you want to wear a face mask or you're gonna get really dirty. That's pretty much in there, and I have some polish. But this is my little mobile detail bin when I use it, when I need to. Lately, people have been coming to me because I started charging more money for going to people, and you know, a lot of Americans are starting to deal with the inflation around here. But that's pretty much it. Like, this is my tools, and this is what gets me through, and this is how I make my little living when I'm not working for a shop. Of course, I need my little bench. That thing's a lifesaver, back saver. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to do a little video of all this because I haven't did one in a while, but this is pretty much how I set up my whole work. And I sold all my Craftsman toolboxes and all that when I moved to the city because everything was sitting in storage for a year, and I just never used any of it, so I sold it. And then I got this US General one for like $160, and it does the job. A lot of mechanics, if you can't get it done with the roll cart, you should be able to get most of your jobs done with just your roll cart. So when I go to shops and I do work at shops, I usually just bring my roll cart and that. But that's pretty much it. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'm basically just finishing up on my car. I wanted to do the door jambs and I'm gonna do the hood probably today. just getting through it, you know. Have a good day.